So Rob, it's an exciting day.
Oh my goodness, yes,
Yeah.
it certainly is.
And so it's a momentous day for you because you get this guitar, but it's a very momentous day for us because it's the completion of Guitar 10,000. And so today it's a different shipping video. It's a shipping video for one person, and it's great that we don't actually have to do the shipping. You've come here, and but this has been quite a journey. Whenever I started thinking about commemorating that serial number coming up, Guitar 10,000, I didn't really know what to do with it. It was the big thought was, maybe do some crazy custom piece again, like the Steve Vai ones or something crazy like that. And then I thought, well, no, it has to be something that truly reflects where the company is right now. I was trying to work out how to do that, and it wasn't easy. But whenever we come up with the idea that what we'd do with the guitar as well, it seemed only right that it would go to one of our customers. So we did that giveaway that somebody that month that had purchased a guitar was going to win Guitar 10,000. And I suppose the reason I wanted to do that was because if you do just a draw, if you do like a free entry draw or something, guitar could go to somebody that doesn't appreciate it. But I have to say, you're going to truly appreciate this guitar.
My goodness, for somebody who never wins anything, that when the news came through last year that I'd won it, I just couldn't believe it, and so excited. And yeah, this is a momentous day for me also, because it's I can't wait to see it.
Fantastic. Well, do you know what? I'm not going to hold off too long. I think we're going to take it out, and we'll talk a little bit more. And I'm going to tell you the story about why I've chosen the different details. But that is Guitar 10,000.
That is beautiful, stunning. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the emerald logo in the back.
So there's a lot of very subtle details going on here. And
your signature.
The signature's on there. And you can just about make it out. It's kind of hidden almost in the color as 10,000.
Yeah.
But whenever I started to think about this, I was thinking about the origins. I was thinking about the origins of emerald guitars and guitar number one. So guitar number one was an X10, and guitar number one was painted with this kingfisher green color that changes with the angle of the light. And the crazy thing about it is I still have the tin of that paint. So not only is it painted with the same color, it's actually out of the same tin.
Wow.
So I kept it. You can see like the top of it is a little bit rusty, and but it's a powder pigment, and it's a special prismatic pigment that it's little crystals that refract the light in a specific way, and that's what gets the color. And back at the start, I was always just trying to think about ways to be different. How do I catch people's attention? So having a color changing paint 25 years ago, was a kind of a cool thing. But it looks even cooler now. So that first guitar was an X10, and guitar serial number one, I actually had it with me the day I delivered the Ultra guitar to Steve Vai. So Steve Vai's guitar was the first guitar that ever left my possession. It was essentially guitar 0 or -1. But I had the guitar was the first guitar an acoustic guitar that I felt worthy of putting a serial number in. And it was that color. So that was really the origins and the idea behind the color. And but we executed it in quite a different way because I wanted to have a color that still showed off the carbon. So you can see right through it. It's still transparent. and we ghosted the Emerald logo on the back, and there's a Celtic knotwork in the background as well. So it's there, and it's subtle, and it changes light. I just thought it was a beautiful play.
It's absolutely stunning.
So then we've also got Celtic knot that it's the same Celtic knot that we use on the Emerald inlays at the moment from the marigold stone. So it's an exact representation of that knotwork that can be found in North Donegal. And what I really liked about it, we went up and we looked and we filmed at the marigold stone. And when you look at it, you can kind of see it, but it depends on how the light hits it. So if the light hits it just right, that knotwork stands out, but in duller light you just can't see it. And I really like that. It's like, it's there but it's not there. So it's in the same way with that. It can disappear or it can stand out depending on how the light hits it. Now, other details. We've got the quilted carbon fretboard. So I actually got the quilted carbon originally for this guitar, and it became part of our product line before this guitar came into existence. But yeah, it had to have that quilted carbon fretboard, and again, it's all about how it plays with the light, and it's something that's been a theme running through all our guitars, is just how they catch the light. That transparent colors that we use over the carbon. I really like that just the movement. So the quilted carbon, obviously with a quilted maple top, and I had a special piece that I just thought had enough depth and movement that was worthy of that guitar, and I think the two of them work so well together. Then we've got the Emerald 2025 inlay on the fretboard, which is done in gold with the green, and again a really cool symbol on the fretboard, but there's a little bit of extra there that you don't normally get on it. I don't know if you see in the eye.
Oh yes.
So we've got a little green gemstone in the eye of the dog. So
that's amazing.
Something a little bit extra.
Love the way the quilting's mirrored by the fretboard quilting, but what a stunning piece of quilted maple.
Yeah, it just runs right up into it. But then there's the headstock. And I wanted to make sure that the headstock was still very much signature Emerald, but I wanted to do something different. And the headstocks originally, and for numerous years, I hand carved every headstock myself, and we machined them out of a solid block of carbon. Not every headstock, but every nylon slotted headstock. I carved them out of a solid block of carbon, and it allowed me to create this really nice step design, and I just really like that. It just aesthetically, and actually it functions really well. It allows us to keep a straight
string
pull on the tuners, and just works really well. But we always carve them and then paint them, but I thought it might be nice in this one to just polish it. So this is raw carbon fiber. We've just carved it, shaped it, and then polished it. So you really get to see the carbon, and you really see the carbon layering very well. So it meant a lot of extra polishing and work to do. But the other thing that I wanted to do was remove as much as possible. So I wanted to use the Shirtler tuners, but I thought, what about actually doing away with the body of the Shirtler tuners and just using the components? So if you look, this is all machined in carbon. So the same carbon, it holds the little tuners in place, and so it's the whole skeleton is just the headstock, and I think that's something that's entirely unique on any guitar. I'm pretty sure there's not another guitar in the world that has the tuners actually built onto its its substance.
I know of none.
So I love it. I love it. It created great anxiety and fear as we made it, because there's such fine little pieces of carbon here, and I have to really take my hat off to the guys in production that created this. So whereas in the old days I would have hand carved this, I could never have carved that kind of detail. But we now have some fantastic operatives. We have Yanis, who does all the design work, and Yanis created this headstock, machined it, and did a fantastic job. Then I took it and I hand sanded it, hand polished it, and polishing in around every little tiny piece of carbon here, and hand sanding that was the job. So there's probably, I'd say, about 25 hours of my time just polishing that headstock alone, but and then a lot of machining time. So there's more time in this headstock than there is in any other standard emerald.
You've put your heart and soul into the whole guitar. It's just a wonderful piece of workmanship.
But then look closely at the buttons. So the buttons are also
quilted.
They're also carbon fiber, and they've been machined with the emerald logo on them.
Yes.
So
that's incredible.
So yeah, that's something we've never done before. So carbon fiber buttons with the emerald logo machined on. So very special. Now, what else do we have to say about it? It's got the HiFi Duet pickup in it. I believe that's the best sounding pickup that we have. It's
Most
fantastic.
acoustic sounding.
It is. It's beautiful, and we've been working with LR Bags really from the very beginning. And Lloyd, I count him as a personal friend and a mentor, and I really admire what they've achieved in that world. And yeah, I'm very proud to be able to put that pickup on this guitar. So that really is it. It's a, maybe people were expecting something, big and flamboyant from me, but it's something to me that's steeped in meaning and purpose, and it speaks of our story and how far we've come. Remembering what guitar number one was, and looking at the refinement that we were able to make and how far we were able to take it, with the help of our team. So I'm delighted to be able to pass this to you.
Alistair, it's just wonderful. Can't believe I'm the lucky recipient of this. Just look at it.
And as I'm looking at it from this angle, I'm now seeing it like entirely blue, and that's what's wonderful about it. People will have arguments about whether it's the blue guitar that you have or the green guitar, depending on where they're sitting at either side of the stage.
No, it's emerald green.
No, it's blue. And it's both. So yeah, it's wonderful. But I'm delighted that you are the winner of this. You came on the Emerald Music Tour last year, and we had a fantastic time. Yeah, just to get to know you, and you were coming back over again, and you never asked if the guitar was going to be there.
I didn't like to presume.
Yeah, but you were very patient, and I knew you were really excited, but I appreciate that. And what I should say is, we allocate the serial numbers at the start of the process, not at the end. So we allocate the serial number whenever we put a guitar into our production system. So that's why we have Guitar 10,000 only being completed a year and a half later, and now we're at 11,500. So they don't.
You've been a bit busy in that time, though, haven't you?
We've been quite busy. It's been a very busy year, but I'm thrilled to complete this guitar, and it's. I sat down last night with it and played it, and it's probably the most I've played guitar in the past year, and it just reflected on the journey. So yeah, it's a big milestone, I guess the next big milestone is 100,000.
Wow.
So
I'll enter for that draw too.
but thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, I have a Chimera that's number 5006, which was pictured in the your book of the story of Emerald guitars, and now I have number 10,000. And
I remember you telling me about that. And how cool is that you have 5006?
yeah,
I mean, a very significant number as well.
Well, it was Kevin who persuaded me to buy that one, and I was so glad I did. But this just, I never win anything, so to receive this is such a thrill and such a special piece. I mean, that's just.
Well, I know you'll give it a really, really good home. I've signed the inside of the case.
Oh, fantastic.
And you've got an emerald strap, and we've signed the inside of the strap as well and put 10,000 on it. And I've got another little thing that I want to give you as well. So whenever we just found these recently, so way back to the very beginning, we had these little brochures printed, these little leaflets, and these holders actually have been sitting in the factory for 25 years. And we finally have decided it's time to use them. So now we're using them for our little packs that we send out with every guitar. But this is an original one from way back then, and you can see
guitar number 1.
it's not guitar number 1 in the picture, but it is, you know, the very early ones. So this is an emerald brochure from back in 2001. So I'm going to give this to you, and it's got some of the details about the guitars, but the origins of that color, Kingfisher green, that we used to use way back then.
Wow.
So I'll give you that. And also, whenever I was looking for the little gemstone that we put in the eye, because it's the same gemstones that we use on those really early guitars, I found this gold emerald logo. So we used to use these solid cast. They're solid cast and solid silver, and then gold plated, and that's what used to go in the headstock. So I thought I'd like to give you one of those.
Oh, thank you so much.
So a few things to just go along with it, little memories, and that's your certificate to go with Guitar 10,000.
So much to treasure.
So thank you, and thanks for watching. You know, it's the people that have watched our content over the years, that have supported us over the years, that have allowed us to reach this kind of milestone. And it's anybody that knows me and knows the Emerald story knows how important the story is, and I think that guitar, it's got the story in it. We could have designed it so many different ways, but it was designed by the story. So
I shall try to do it justice.
I'll be excited to hear what stories you create with it yourself.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.